Brooks, again, thank you for being a part of the 2013 Education Business Summit. And we educators in South Carolina all look forward to hearing you speak in your concurrent sessions and on the stage on Monday morning, I believe. Tell us how you got into being an author and a speaker.
When I graduated the University of South Carolina, I actually went to work in the rental uniform business. I was in that for about 10 years, learned a lot of good skill sets, communication, sales, customer service, team building, managing people. But I got to a situation in my career where every Sunday at 4 o'clock, I started to get that sick feeling in my stomach. I was thinking maybe this is heart trouble, but it's actually anxiety, because the truth is, I found myself where I didn't want to go to work on Monday. When I go on a vacation, it'd take me 5 days of my vacation to turn the job off of my brain and begin to actually enjoy myself on my vacation. I said, you know what, life's too short for this, to spend it in a career where though you may be successful, but you're just not getting that sense of fulfillment with what you're doing. So it set me out on a path to turn my passion into my paycheck. I had a passion for speaking, and through the career search process for me, I went through so many interviews figuring out what I wanted to do. I actually got pretty good at interviewing. So I said, you know what, I can help some folks. So I wrote a book called Why Should We Hire You, that helps people market themselves to employers. And the importance of that is this. A lot of times, if you remember in school, maybe you knew the information, you just weren't a very good test taker. What's like that for a job applicant? A lot of times they could be the perfect candidate for that company. They just may not be very good at interviewing. So that's what I try to do, help folks go through the interview process and make it comfortable for them.
What are you going to talk to those of us that attend the 2013 Education Business Summit? What are you going to talk to us about from the stage? You have some time on the stage. What are you going to talk to us about from the stage and in your concurrent sessions that you'll do?
The title of my presentation is Why Should We Hire Your Students? So I'm going to spend the time that you're giving me to give the educators information that they in turn can take to their students that will help them discover, develop, market, and sell their talents, skills, and abilities that will bring tangible value to the marketplace. So it's really to help your educators help their students turn their passion into their paycheck.
So the educators that are there, the health science teachers that come, the business teachers that come, the career guidance counselors that come, you're going to give them tidbits, tips to work with students to help their students be more successful. Is that correct?
That's right. We're going to focus primarily on 7 soft skills that they can help their students discover and develop within themselves, and it's those skills that they will later, when they go for their careers, they will market to employers.
And these are things that you believe need to be honed in high school. Don't wait till last minute and that kind of thing like we know we all have done before, students have done before. So you're trying to get this in the hands of these students early on so they can make themselves globally competitive.
That's right. That's exactly right. It'd be like if you had to take an exam and I said, hey, Rod, here are the questions to the exam in advance so you know exactly what to study. Well, that's what we're doing for students. We're saying here are the questions in advance when you go for your career, and all you have to do between now and then is to develop your answers and work on these skill sets to make yourself more valuable to the marketplace.
Well, I know the answer to this question, but for our viewing audience, tell us how you became acquainted with the 2013 Education Business Summit, how you became to be a participant in that, and what do you know about this conference, and how do you think you'll fit?
I got involved. I'd been traveling around the country, but more specifically in our state, speaking in high schools and colleges on college and career success. And it seemed like every high school I was going into, their career specialist or career development facilitator was saying, are you familiar with the Business Summit? Are you familiar with the Business Summit? So after a few times I've been asked this question, I was like, I need to figure out what this Business Summit's all about. So I looked into it and found out, as you well know, Rod, it's the largest educator event in our state. I think you're expecting about between 1,500 and 2,000 participants.
That's correct.
And it's just a tremendous forum and venue for exchanging ideas, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
We're excited to have you. And one more thing, Brooks, I've read both of your books, but again, for the viewing officer, tell us a little bit about your books, how educators might be able to use the research and the work that you've done to help students in the state of South Carolina.
Well, the books are a tremendous resource for the educators and students. If you take 7 Skills to Make Meals, which is my book on soft skill development, it takes the student through 7 skill sets that they can begin to develop right away, even at their age. And I'll just take one of them, leadership. But within leadership is initiative. Now, how do you teach a student initiative? When we all think, well, that's something that you're either born with or not. Well, there are actually some things you can do to help train young people. Mother tells the son, put the clothes in the washer into the dryer. Now she comes back 2 hours later and the clothes are still wet. Why are the clothes still wet? Well, he didn't turn the dryer on. Mother asks him, why didn't you turn the dryer on? He says, you didn't tell me to turn the dryer on.
Right.
And so a student with initiative would have not only have turned the dryer on, when they were dry, they take the clothes out, fold them, clean the lint filter out, put the clothes up. And so I believe initiative is something that you can actually train a person to have. You just have to teach them to recognize opportunity, but also take advantage of that opportunity. So the books are teaching these things to prepare the student to be the best employee, entrepreneur, or service member of our military that they can be.
That's great. The 2013 Education Business Summit is going to be a great event. We're really anticipating a good many educators from across the whole state of South Carolina being there, and we're certainly excited about you being a part of that and making the program one of the best that it's ever been.
The pleasure is all mine, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.